Have you ever missed someone with whom you no longer have any contact, but your soul still feels a pull toward them? You cry during prayer, and your heart says, "I can't forget them, O Allah." In today's video, we'll explore why this soul connection lingers and what Allah wants to teach you through it. Part 1. Presenting the problem. You stopped talking to them a long time ago. You unfollowed. You moved on. You tried to heal. Their photos, gone. Their number, deleted. But somehow, their presence lingers in the corners of your soul. You could be praying, walking down the street, hearing a random song or passing a familiar place. And suddenly, your heart trembles. A flood of memories you didn't invite crashes in. You whisper, "Ya Allah, why does this still hurt?" Is it emotional weakness? Are you too sensitive? Did you fail to move on? No, this isn't just an emotional scar. It's a spiritual knot, a thread that was once tied so tightly to your heart, it left an imprint on your soul. Allah created the heart not just to feel, but to remember. And some people don't just pass through your life, they touch your ruh. And when a soul is touched, healing takes more than forgetting. It takes divine mercy. So no, you're not weak. You're not broken. You're just learning the deep truth of attachment. The soul only fully detaches when it reattaches to Allah. And that ache you feel, it might just be the sign that your heart is ready to return to its real home. Part 2. Soul connection. In light of Islam, sometimes you meet someone, and it feels like you've known them forever. A comfort, a pull, a peace that's hard to explain. And other times, someone can be in your life for years, yet your hearts never really meet. The Prophet Muhammad, it said, "Souls are like enlisted soldiers. Those who are similar will be drawn to each other, and those who are different will part ways." Bukhari 33:6. This hadith gives us a powerful truth. Your soul has its own language, its own rhythm, and it recognizes what is familiar to it. This is known as soul resonance. It explains why a stranger's dua can shake your heart. A short meeting can change your life. Some people feel like home, while others never feel close, no matter how long you try. It's not about logic. It's not about how long you've known them. It's about the unseen connection between souls, placed by Allah. But here's the key. Even if souls connect, it doesn't always mean they're meant to stay. Because soul resonance is not the same as divine decree, qadr. And sometimes, Allah allows your soul to feel a connection. Not so you cling to the person, but so you realize what your soul needs, to return to the one who created that connection in the first place. Allah. Part 3. Why does your soul still feel drawn to someone you've lost? You've let go on the outside. No messages, no pictures, no trace of them in your phone. But their presence still lingers in your soul. Why? Here are 3 deep, spiritual reasons rooted in faith and emotional truth. 1. Allah may have sent them to teach you, not to stay. Not every connection is meant to be lifelong. Some are mirrors, some are awakenings, some are divine interruptions, meant to return you to Allah. They may have left, but they taught you how deeply you can feel, how far you had strayed, how much you needed Allah all along. Their departure may have been Allah's mercy, but their arrival was a lesson your soul needed to grow. 2. You're still torn between attachment and destiny. There's a tug of war inside you. Your nafs wants what it remembers, but your ruh knows what it's destined for. You think, if I feel this deeply, they must be mine. But Allah teaches otherwise. But perhaps you hate a thing, and it is good for you. And perhaps you love a thing, and it is bad for you. Allah knows, and you do not know. Surah Al-Baqarah 2216. Your love may be real, but your qadr is higher. even if it hurts. 3. Your heart hasn't fully closed. You moved on mentally, but your soul still holds echoes. Why? You haven't forgiven them completely, or you haven't forgiven yourself, or part of you still clings to what could have been. Soul ties don't break with silence. They break with closure. Closure through sincere forgiveness, dua and tawakkul. If your soul still feels drawn to someone, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means your heart once felt deeply, but now it's time to let Allah fully enter the space they once occupied. Part 4. 5. Islamic steps to free yourself. Letting go of someone who touched your soul isn't easy, but with Allah, healing is always possible. Here are 5 powerful steps from an Islamic perspective to release emotional attachment and find peace again. 1. Confess your connection to Allah. Before you can heal, you must be honest. Sit in stillness and whisper, "Oh Allah, I still haven't forgotten them, but I want to forget, for your sake, not mine." When you admit the truth to the one who sees all, you allow His mercy to begin the healing. 2. Cry in tahajjud. The night carries a secret door to Allah. Tahajjud is where broken hearts are rebuilt. The Prophet said, "Your Lord descends each night to the lowest heaven and says, 'Who will call upon me so that I may respond?'" Bukhari, Muslim. Tell Allah everything, not just with words, but with tears. There's no dua more powerful than one made with trembling hands and a sincere heart at 3 a.m. 3. Do tasbih and dhikr to soothe the soul. Your heart is aching because it remembers them too much. Replace that memory with remembrance of Allah. Repeat often, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no power or strength except with Allah. Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakil. Allah is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. These aren't just words, they are spiritual medicine. 4. Write it down, but don't send it. Pour your heart onto paper. Everything you wish you could say, write it. Then destroy it, burn it, delete it. This physical act mirrors a spiritual closure. It tells your heart, "I've said what I needed to, now I'm letting go." 5. Replace the void with purpose. Don't just let go, grow forward. Fill your day with Quran, charity, learning, and meaningful projects. Make dua that Allah uses your pain to bring you closer to Him. You're not just healing from a person, you're returning to your purpose. And that journey with Allah is always worth it. Part 5. Final twist and deep message from the soul maybe. You whisper in silence, "I've moved on so much, but they still live in my heart." And the pain lingers. Every prayer, where you tried to forget them. Every moment you smiled outside, but wept within. Every night you tried to convince yourself, "I'm fine now." But know this, Allah knows. He knows the tremble in your chest when you hear their name. He knows how many times you cried, not mentioning them in words, but saying everything through your silence. Yet perhaps Allah doesn't want to erase your soul's connection. He wants to redirect it. He wants you to connect to Him first. Because a soul that finds its way to Allah can survive the loss of anyone and find peace in everything. And maybe, just maybe, if that person is written for you, they will return by His decree. And if not, then what Allah has planned will heal you in ways they never could. Because no soul is truly gone unless Allah removes them for a divine reason. Hadith. Whatever you lose, Allah tests your faith through it. And whatever you gain, He tests it too. Tirmidhi. So don't mourn the love that didn't last. Celebrate the iman it awakened within you. And trust, the heart that longs for Allah will never be left empty. If this video touched your heart, subscribe to Peaceful Deen comment. Oh Allah, I want to return this soul connection back to you. Share this video with someone. who is still stuck in someone's soul, but wants freedom through Allah.